But let's move on to topic number 2. And me and Coach Duarte talked a little bit about Christian Pulisic last week and about how he just came off the Champions League win. Well, now Christian Pulisic has led U.S. men's soccer to beating our rival Mexico in the CONCACAF Cup to take home a big title. And I think that's huge in the soccer world and huge for the United States.
Absolutely. Well, U.S. men's soccer has not had a lot of good publicity these last couple decades. I mean, they haven't qualified for the Olympics in 12 years. So that's 3 different times where they didn't qualify for the Olympics. They also didn't qualify for the World Cup in 2018. And that the not qualifying for the Olympics for 3 straight tries hasn't happened in the last 50 years. So, and then missing the World Cup. We here locally, we've seen Taylor Twellman's rant saying, "What are we doing in U.S. men's soccer and their program?" So a lot of folks have talked about how now that there's some young talent that's really being developed in the U.S. men's soccer program finally. So they're getting that influx of youth and talent into the program, and maybe the 2022 Cup is where they can set their sights on. But it's just good to have positive news for this men's soccer team, because for so long it's been such a disappointment with this program. They just haven't been there. And I remember in 2008 when they were playing in the World Cup, and they certainly weren't favorites, but it was just fun to see them in the World Cup, and then in the Olympics. And then now when they haven't been in the World Cup for so long, and they haven't been in the Olympics in even longer, it's just you're losing the interest among American fans. So American soccer fans got to be happy about something like this. That they beat Mexico, who's usually good. So you have this exciting finish, penalty kick winner in extra time. That's got to be a big boost of the popularity of the U.S. men's soccer team.
I mean, yeah, man, huge. And beating a team that normally takes us to the woodshed, to be honest. Mexico normally just hangs us out to dry pretty much every time we play them. And especially over the last, I'd say 15 to 20 years, Mexico has just treated us like a doormat. So to beat them in the CONCACAF final in Denver, in the United States, I think is huge. Like you said, huge for the sport in the United States, but huge for the men's team, showing that, hey, they can still get it done. But I think you're right. I mean, I think they have to step up and qualify for a World Cup and qualify for an Olympics, because in soccer, that is the big stage. Champions League is up there, obviously. And we just talked about how Christian Pulisic got a taste of that, but that's only one American. So it's really one of those things where, yeah, World Cup and the Olympics are the biggest stage for men's and women's soccer. The women's team in the United States has routinely got it done, but the men's team has routinely lagged behind. But it is a good moment for them to see that hopefully we are making strides to catch up to the women's team, and to be able to just put ourselves on the world map, because, man, we obviously know we've got great, talented athletes here in the United States. So to have our soccer stars be put on the map would be great. But I've got to give a big shout out to Christian Pulisic again. In 10 days, winning a Champions League final, first American ever to do that, first ever American ever to play in a Champion League final and then to win it. And then here, 10 days later, winning the CONCACAF final against rival Mexico, and also scoring an amazing goal in the penalty kicks. I believe he scored the deciding goal, I believe. So big shout out to Christian Pulisic, man. Keep doing what you're doing, putting us on the map. And yeah, I'm excited to see what they can do going forward.
Yeah, I think that's what's the best men's soccer program? Where do they go from here? And how can they continue to get better so that they can break this terrible losing streak they're on of qualifying for the World Cup and the Olympics? And I think that is going to change. It seems like it's trending in the right direction. So good news there for United States soccer fans